Are we? Yeah. Actually, you're in charge today, mate. You're on the left side. You're at home, so
yeah, absolutely, I am in charge. So who
let's-
would play? Tell me a little bit about Forest. I don't. We're here.
We're good.
Yeah.
Over to you, mate. You're in
I love
charge.
the way you cut me off every time I'm talking about. So go on, tell me about what do we need to know about Forest? What have they done in the last? The Premier League, aren't they? Obviously, I know that much. Who's the most dangerous player? Because there didn't seem to be any dangerous players in the first.
I'll tell you the most
just that one lad who scored that.
I'll tell you the most dangerous person is right now. Well, it's the Premier League, man.
Yeah,
corrupt. It's corrupt.
What makes you say that?
Have you not been?
I told Dora all this, to be honest.
No, seriously. Let's talk about the corruption in the Premier League.
Oh no, bloody hell.
No, we're not going to talk about Sigma lenses. We promised.
Look, don't even get me.
There's some red flags that we can't touch, Lee, today, right? We can't talk about lenses.
Right.
We will talk about why you look like you got jaundice.
I've white balanced it all. Give over. I've got a few notes here. I did actually have them as banners to put up, but I can't do it. I can't put my banners up. So I had don't mention Jordan Rose, and it was a note to myself. Don't mention DJ Campbell was down here. Don't mention Ian Holloway was another one. I'm trying to think.
Can we talk about corruption?
Don't get wound up by Wolfie when he's trying to wind you up. No, don't get distracted by the comments.
I am wound up.
Why are you wound up, sir? Why are you wound up?
Have you not seen that idiot today?
No.
The chairman of the Premier League.
What's he said? What's he said? Come on, get it all out. Get it all out of the system.
He was in front of the select committee at the House of Commons today, and he had the audacity to call the clubs that aren't the big six small clubs. This is the chairman. This is the chief executive of the Premier League calling small clubs.
Do you think that's because his pocket's been lined with silver over, because I mean these top six, or they call themselves the top six, they want to break away, don't they? They've tried to break away. In fact, I wish they would just break away, to be honest. It'd be terrible. Could you imagine that? Just, all your away games, you go into bloody Italy, and how expensive it is just to come to Forest. Could you imagine if you had to go to bloody Italy and France and just for your away games? It was just.
Would we be allowed to fly though? Do you remember last season when the Forest team took the plane to Blackpool?
Oh yeah,
too hard. I went on about our carbon footprint off the back of it.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, imagine we had to go to Italy. Imagine we had to go to Italy.
Footprint going from Nottingham to Blackpool in a plane.
No, it wasn't that. It was that we sent the team bus up from Nottingham as well.
Oh, right.
To come up from the
so double cut. I tell you what, right? I used to say this to people. If you look at the planet, from space, and then you look at you look at these huge countries, and and I know the globe isn't exactly right. Africa's a lot bigger than it actually is. If you actually see it in real life and all this sort of stuff. But like America, then you've got like China, and you've got all these billions in China, whatever. And then you look at England, and we're like a pea on a drum. You know what I mean? We are literally a pea on a drum, and I'm certain on that pea in that drum, Nottingham Forest flying a plane from like the Midlands down to Blackpool, and then driving a coach from the Midlands to Blackpool, will have had. What do you reckon the percentage it would be on global warming and whatever carbon footprint? What percentage of the amount of carbon and fossil fuels and whatever used by the rest of the world? We're talking billions in China, everywhere else. You traveling from in 2 ways. What do you reckon? Would it even register on any sort of like minus point no one, something like that? It'd be something like that, wouldn't it? It'd be like a ridiculously. This is turning turn your light off an hour earlier. Is everybody in China turning their lights off? All the billions out there. I think honestly, half the time it doesn't matter if we all turned our lights off 2 hours early every day. It'd have no effect on anything because
yeah, but you know what they're saying, Lee? They're saying like the polar caps are melting.
I know, but it's not. We don't.
What I don't get, what I don't get, mate, right, is that
okay.
You know,
0.1 says Mark Dennis.
If you got a glass of water, right? If you got a glass of water,
yes,
and you rimmed it to the you put some ice in it first, right?
You're not going to go on about the butterfly effect here, are you? Is this where we're going with this? The butterfly effect.
It's not the butterfly effect. It's a good film, by the way. But then you rim that glass of water to the top, right? And then you let the ice inside it melt.
Yes.
It doesn't overflow, does it?
No. I don't think it does, actually.
So why, if the polar caps melt, would we turn it into water world, man? Another good film, by the way.
Is it because they're above the water?
I don't know, chat. Have we got any?
Your ice cube is in the water, isn't it? And I know the polar ice cap
on volume, doesn't it? It displaces itself.
Yeah, but there's a lot above the water, isn't it? So as that's dropping in, surely that's adding a bit to the water. Would it be? Would it?
No, it wouldn't spill.
It's all down to the bloody volcanoes anyway, half the time, isn't it? They pump out all the CFCs into the bloody air, don't they? I mean, that's where all the blooming ozone, the holes in the ozone are above volcanoes. That's where they are, where the bloody
back in the day,
billions and billions of gallons of CFCs every flipping day, aren't they? Never mind you blooming spraying your arm with a bloody bit of I tell you, sometimes I guess. Don't get me.
Back in the day, I'm just remembering when I was a kid. They used to always go on about the ozone layer and the hole it had over Australia. Whatever happened to that? Is that hole still there?
I don't know. Also, honestly, it's probably something to do with kangaroo poo. Louise says, can we get Lee on as a regular on Beat the Drops, replace Jimmy? It's controversial, isn't he?
Chat, the only thing about get rid of Jimmy, because I've never seen so many comments about get rid of Jimmy as I have in my life, right?
Because he's quite obnoxious, isn't he? Really, he's quite argumentative, which he's a bit argumentative, and he's a Dario. I can't even do a Yorkshire accent, but he's quite, it's quite down to earth. I mean, it's probably just his sense of humour. The only thing I found with Beat the Drop, if I'm being honest, is I hadn't got a clue what you were talking about. I didn't know any of the players you were mentioning. I didn't know at all. I couldn't really contribute to anything other than just keep nodding because I didn't have a bloody clue what you're going about. It's not in my paper gets delivered. I don't have anything above League One. That's it. You just have League One in my paper. I don't see Premier League or Championship anymore. We're not in it. It's irrelevant to me. I couldn't tell you who, what, where, when, who signed who. I have no idea. Even if there's massive news on the Premier League, it's like, do you know Charlie Brown? Do you remember Charlie Brown cartoons?
Oh yeah, Snoopy and
and whenever he was at school, his teacher would be like talking when she knows sound.
Impression.
And he couldn't hear her, could he? Just that's what he heard. Just like so that's all he heard. And it's like the Premier League, Sky Sports will be like, oh, big major thing, Everton or whatever. It doesn't even register. Because unless it's like League One, I don't watch it anymore. When I was in the Championship, obviously I would concentrate on the Championship. If I was in the Premier League, I'd hear it all. But because I'm not, I kind of have this thing where I don't hear anything else that's going on. It's just like I'm blinking. I just see that far. I can't like no matter how high I look, I'm still down here somewhere. So
well, wait, I don't know if you've paid Lee, but maybe because he's got the same name as you. Wolverine, I think your Blackpool guy is so great. A credit to away fans. Hope he ain't so cheery tomorrow, though. You Reds. Why do you not like Lee so much? Seriously,
who doesn't like me now? Oh, there's always a hater, and there's always a hater.
I don't get why they like you so much. One of your boys, you and saying getting points deduction against the Premier League. Well, firstly, we haven't had any points deducted.
No, not yet.
Secondly, as long as Sheffield United, Luton, and Burnley are in the league, bring it on. I don't know. What do you think about it, Lee? What do you think about it? They
I'm
all
not bothered to
want
be.
Jimmy to
I'll be a Mormon after watching the Book of Mormon. If I was going to be anything, I'd be a Mormon. I to believe that Jesus was born in America in was he? When did he? When I can't remember the Book of Mormon. They believe that Jesus is American. It's a great religion.
American.
Yeah, Jesus is American.
No, how'd they get to that conclusion?
If you're a Mormon, he came into America. It's all part of it. In fact, I went to see it's a great, honestly, if you ever go to London, go and see the Book of Mormon. It's so funny. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It really is.
Wait. Are they Christians?
They're Mormons. I don't, yeah, they are. They believe in Jesus.
Right.
Man up. You got it. What did Jesus do? Man up. Man up.
They think Jesus is like a red Indian.
What do Mormons? Well, they do in the Book of Mormon on the stage. They do. That's what they believe in the Book of Mormon in the stage thing, which is done by South Park, by the way. It's the South Park people who wrote South Park. It's funny.
Wait, Pat,
no, I definitely wouldn't be a Jehovah's Witness.
I don't know, Pat. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I forgot about that. Lee, our opponents, well, Forest's next opponents, maybe yours, are taking on West Ham right now. We could almost be doing a watch along. I'll put it on in the background and we can keep the chat.
It was snowing this morning. It was snowing. I woke up to loads of snow, and it's rained all day, so there's no snow anymore. It's all gone. It's all gone. So there's.
You have under soil heating.
Have we? Hell, we had the Oystons after the Premier League. Bloody Oystons.
So what's going to happen?
It took all the money. I've done this conversation to death. We won 96 million and we sold about, I don't know, 20 million pounds a player. So about 110 million, maybe a bit more. And we never saw any of it. They never did anything with any of it. So we didn't get undersoil heating, you know.
Wait, so what happens tomorrow if it snows?
It's not going to snow, Wolfie. Don't worry about it. It doesn't snow.
I am worried about our carbon footprint, mate. If we're going to take the old jet out, the Marinakis jet out, all right?
We have got an airport. You know, we have got an airport. Yeah,
but I don't want my boys traveling all the way up there for the game to be called off.
It was a South Park send. Of course it was. It was funny. It was funny.
What did Pat say? I live in America, mate. I'm not Mormon, but that was a South Park send up.
Of course it was. Yeah, it was. It's honestly.
Yeah, the majority think Jesus is white, apart from the world where everyone is brown. Yeah, you got the. It's like when you watch the KKK, and you see them, and they're like all white supremacy and stuff. And you're thinking, but you love Jesus, and Jesus is from Palestine. How does that work?
Should we go down this road? Should we go down?
You started it.
No, I didn't. Somebody said I was a blooming Jehovah's Witness. I didn't. It's in the comments. I had a note to myself. Don't get wound up. Don't look at the comments because you'll get wound up. So I said, just ignore the comments.
Wait, you Jehovah's Witness?
Who?
You?
No, I'm not.
No. Why are you being so disrespectful to them with a no?
They're the ones you just like leave stood at the door, don't you? You know, answer. Right. Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about this this FFP stuff or PSR stuff, right? And Pat saying you are one. You are one.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. If you believe it must be true.
What, the PSR?
I'm not really very religious, if I'm being honest. You know,
Lee, what do you think is going to happen when you die?
I just think you didn't know anything before you came. You don't know anything after you've gone. You'll never know about it, will you?
While you were here either, mate.
You'll never know. That's it. Do you remember anything before you remembered anything? Do you remember being anywhere, or you just here playing with toys and a thing, aren't you? I think I can remember playing with like soldiers, you know. That's like little toy soldiers. That's my first memory. So anything before that, I don't remember it. So when I've gone, I won't remember anything after. That's it.
God, now we've had religion in the environment. Should we throw in Brexit?
Oh God! Oh,
were you Brexit in or out, mate? What were you?
We're not going down that road. We were all very up north. We were very Brexit. In the north of England, there were people who were very, very Brexit.
Yeah, you were the ones who got the most fucked out of it, mate. I don't understand that one.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You know, I say that, I don't know. It doesn't matter who's in. It doesn't matter which, you know, if it's Labour or Conservative or the monster raving loony boy. He never gets any better, does it? You never think, wow, God, thank God the Conservatives here. God, I'm on like 50 grand a year better off here because of the Conservatives. What they do is they give you something, like, you know, they give you a tenner there or something. I mean, they're not, yeah, I mean, they're doing adverts now, aren't they? Have you heard these latest adverts on TV about how you can save electricity? There's one today. She says, you can save yourself lots of money if you put your washing machine on 30 degrees. Rather than that, you know, it'll wash your clothes clean and you'll save yourself £20 a year, you know. And then it says it all adds up. And I'm thinking, yeah, but it's like, it's about £1,000 to £2,000 a year more expensive at the moment than it ever was. So what's like 20 quid gonna do for you? What's, you know, give me £2,000, put the petrol down. It just never, ever, I'm ever bet, you know, there's a budget, you know, the budget is coming up.
Yeah.
Do you ever think, wow, that's really, you know, wow, that's fantastic for me, mate. That's really improved my life. It just never does. Doesn't matter who's in, does it? You know, they say, we're going to cure it. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to, you know, the schools are going to be great. The NHS is going to be marvelous. We'll sort all this out. I mean, Donald Trump now, what's he saying? He says there's never been a war in Russia because he knows him really well and they just sorted it all out. According to Donald Trump, it would have never happened, would it? All these things, all these atrocities that have gone on while he's not been in government, and all because Donald Trump is not in government. He could have got on to, you know, over there,
the Simpsons, man. How many things have the Simpsons predicted, man? Have you seen that thing with Donald Trump going up the escalators in that hotel back from like 1999 or whatever it was? And they've got it, you know, in picture form. It's weird. It's weird, man. The Simpsons thing is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, a bit like Nostradamus we're talking here.
Have you not seen it? Have you not? Chat, you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen
what I'm talking about. All right, we'll get to the match, Emma. Yeah, you know, keep your pants on, Emma. We'll get
Emma, for fuck's sake, is that?
You got to build up your
match preview, please.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, let's do it then. Let's do it. Right. So, right, match preview. We kind of stuffy at Forest, but we didn't win. You know, we were 2-0 up, and I said to everybody around me, if we can just hold it 2-0 to half time, we've got a chance here, lads. But if they get an equaliser, it's going to be the bloody Alamo. They're going to be coming at us. That's what I said. That's what I said. You equalise, you get a goal straight away, and somehow, by some miracle, you just kept, I don't know, goalie pulled off a wonder save. You kept putting them slightly wide, putting them over. And we hung on. We could have won it at the end. But the thing is, and this is a fact, as a little club against a Premier League club, you have that one chance and one chance only. If you don't do it in that one match, you know, scenario where you just give it everything and you get a lucky break and you get through, if it goes to replay, I don't know, does anybody ever win a replay when they're the little club? Historically, I mean, you know, you got to look back on history, and I don't think it's possible. So you'll win, right? Okay, let's move on. That's it. Match preview done. Right? Anything else?
I need to ask you a question.
See you later, everyone. See you later, Wolfie. Thank you for having me on.
Wait, where did you get that?
For ruining the show.
Hey, listen. Where'd you get that Dembele guy from? Was he the Barca one? Because I thought he went to PSG, man.
Where did we get what?
Dembele. I thought.
I got him. He's only on loan. He's on loan. He was the young lad that was at Celtic that came on when he was 13. Do you remember that when they were showing the?
Oh my God! Bristol Rovers have scored. Sorry, breaking news.
Bristol Rovers have scored, have they?
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
The team that we will face in the next round, whoever goes through.
No, Bristol City. City.
Sorry, Bristol City, not Rovers.
Bristol Rovers. See, I don't look any higher than where I am. So I'm like down here. Well, then you're above there and you can't see down there. So Bristol City, Bristol Rovers, it's all the same, isn't it? It's all the same. Yeah. He's a Celtic lad. Yeah, they reckoned he had the potential to be like the next Messi. You know, they were talking about him when he was 13 because he's really small and he's and he's got that sort of low balance sort of thing. But yeah, he's a heck of a player. He's one of those players that, you know, when they go down, somebody like fouls them, and then they kind of bounce back up all in the same sort of. So you go down as a defender to kind of, you know, tackle him, and he goes down, but he's up before he's actually down. So he's actually getting back up before he's actually fallen down. It's quite amazing. He kind of does it all in one roll. Where did Lee get his teeth done? At a dentist, sir. It's a dentist, Crypto Rider. It's a dentist.
Can you not stop distracting Lee with your comments, right? Because we just got him talking about football there for a second.
Oh, we're on to teeth now.
Bringing his teeth up.
Should we talk about crowns and stuff? Should we go on to
no,
that?
Because I'm kind of scouting this Dembele guy. He's on loan from Stade Bristol. Yeah, so I'm just looking at his profile.
So it could be Bristol City.
Well, right. He was that Celtic one. Wait,
Karamoko. He is the Celtic one. I've just told you the Celtic one. He's doubting me or something. We've got him. We know where he come from.
No, but there was another, wasn't there, who went to Lyon? Was that from
a little
Celtic?
bit more than.
Was that the Dembele? Chat, help me out. This, as Nikki said, there's too many Dembeles. There was another one, wasn't he, who went to Lyon? But I think he was the striker.
I don't know, but he's come from my favourite French club called Brest. It's a good name for a club, isn't it? Brest. That's where he's come from, and yeah, he's all right. He's a good. He's getting better. Critch is bringing him on, developing him like Critch does, and.
Hold on, I'm going to search Dembele. My God, there is so many Dembeles. You got Ousmane Dembele, Moussa Dembele. That's the one. That's the one who went to
Ousmane Dembele.
How the hell do you say his first name? Karamoko Dembele.
Jane Song is Dembele. He plays for Blackpool FC. Karamoko Dembele. It's not taken on, but I think it's quite a good song. Yeah.
Guys,
plays for Blackpool FC. Karamoko Dembele.
That's so basic. Then you got,
but they call him Caddy. They call him Caddy. A sort of a thing with cat and D. Dembele, cat Dembele.
Oh, there's Siriki Dembele as well.
He's the one from Celtic.
You got Malali Dembele.
Extreme elements. Who are they?
There's like hundreds of them, man. My God.
Cristiano Dembele.
It's like Smith in England, isn't it, man?
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. Anyway. Hope you well, Lee. Hope you well.
I'm great.
He was really good.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Does he always play that good though? Or is that just a little purple patch?
What, Dembele?
Yeah.
That's just how he is. He just plays like that all the time. Sometimes it comes off. Sometimes he actually had a pretty good first half against you, didn't he? He was causing you quite a few.
He was. A
few problems. He wasn't quite as good second half. The thing I liked, you know, I said to you on the Beat the Drop show that it was the way that when you attack, you've just got, you know, options to the right, options to the left. Whichever way you go, you seem to have these nice little triangles, somebody free out on the wing, somebody free inside. And it's really hard to kind of get the, you know, we were really under the cosh in that second half. I thought at times I was kind of watching it behind my hands, really thinking, oh, we're going to get beat. And I was convinced, even, I don't know if you've watched my match day vlog, but I was convinced that there was going to be, you're going to score at the end. But I did say to you, 2-2, you know, I kind of wanted that and bring you back to Bloomfield Road. I thought that, you know, just getting a replay out of it would have, you know, been better than nothing. And we've got that. So it's a bit of money for the club, you know, that's really all it is at the end of the day. It's a bit more money.
Yeah.
We're not going to win the
1 second, because the chat taking the piss out of me, right? Because we finally got a sponsor, right? And a really good sponsor.
All right.
In Sofa Score, right?
Proper YouTube channel is not
proper like YouTube. We've made it now. Right?
You have made it.
And we're offering the chat it's a free app, yeah? And they can help us by downloading a free app. And they can't be asked to do it.
Miserable twats.
They can't be asked to do it. It's free and it's a good app. I'll send you the link as well. You're gonna have to download it.
I'm gonna have to bloody download it now, aren't I? Should have downloaded it again. What is it?
But
Sofa Score. What is this? Is this for people who never get off the sofa?
Yeah, it's like, you know, like me, the non-true fans who can sit behind the sofa and watch football and get all
I'll
their
never,
stuff.
I'll never get a sponsor. I've got to get to. Let's have a look.
What are you talking about, man? All last year on your vlogs, all I ever saw is that stupid hotel.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't like a
That
proper.
good-looking lass who is like, if you'd like to call and stay here, just
Yeah,
call
well,
this number.
I know. I made that all myself. You know what I mean? I made the advert and everything, but it did get a bit. Yeah, it did get a bit. Yeah, sponsored by Sigma Lenses, indeed, or DJI, or something like that. In fact, I told you about my tripod, didn't I? The small rig tripod that I broke, and they sent me a new one, which was pretty impressive. Yeah, they were really good.
All right, we're diverting. Let's try
Star
and
bars.
let's try and keep it football, right? Football. I want to ask you this: as someone who hasn't seen Forest for a year, yeah,
yeah,
which players caught your eye last week? Was it last week we played you? I can't even remember.
Why are you asking me that question? You know that's I'm not gonna.
I know it's like putting you on the spot.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
It was the white guy with the brown hair. He really impressed me.
No, that's not what I told you. I'll tell you what I said, right? When I said, if anybody wants to watch one of my YouTube vlogs, right? I don't know anything about tactics or whatever, right? I couldn't tell a manager, you know, I can't even tell half the time if it's 4-3-3, 4-4-2. It's forwards, backwards. That's it to me. And you know, my dad was great at all that stuff. I used to love to sit with my dad because you know, I'd say, why didn't he score there? How did he miss that? I'd say, well, he was trying to get it on his left foot, and it was on his right foot, and you know all that. And I didn't even see that. So it doesn't matter who I'm playing. It doesn't matter if I'm playing Arsenal, or if I'm playing United, or I'm playing Crewe Alexandra, or some non-league team. They're just red, or the blue, or the green, or the grey, or whatever colour they're in, whatever kit they're in. And that colour is either coming towards me and giving us hell, or we're attacking that colour, and our colour of tangerine is going forwards or backwards, and we're either scoring a goal. I don't even know who our player is that scored.
You know what, Lee? That's a little racist.
If it's down that far, and I can't see if it's a bloody who scored that. Who's got? I mean, well, you probably watched the match vlog. I didn't know who scored either of the goals.
No, who scored it? It's Jane game tomorrow.
Yes, he is. I was like, who scored it? Who scored that one? So don't ask me.
Racistly, man. You're judging. You're basically saying you're judging the players by their color.
We're not color of the shirt. It's not the color of the skin, but the color of the shirt. So if they're playing in a red shirt
against other shirts, mate, you're discriminating against other shirts, then, mate. I gotta call you out on it. What if the shirt has two colors? What are you gonna do then?
I get even more confused. Completely lost. What? They're in two colors? Two color shirt? Oh my god. No, yeah, just so
what type of game analysis?
What type of game? You didn't honestly, Dan W. What are you doing here? Seriously, what are you doing here? Game analysis is this. I haven't got a bloody clue. You just look good. You look good second half. You didn't look so good first half. That's my general gist of it. I thought we should have gone in 2-0. I thought we fell asleep for that goal. Only things I remember really, it was a worldie, but we lost it, didn't we? We just lost it in the same way. You know, the last time we came to Forest in the Championship, Tyrese John Jules was on loan from, where was he from? Chelsea or some Arsenal, somewhere. He was garbage. And there's a ball out to from our side, so out to to our right side, the left wing, your left wing coming at us. And we were on the attack, and there was a ball for him to go and chase. And he chased it like he was going off for a substitution. You know what I mean? He chased.
Yeah.
And your Forest lad went, he was like, got in, passed the ball back to somebody, hoofed it long down the left wing, scored. Same thing happened again, didn't it? And, we're there. CJ Hamilton's got the ball going down the left wing. It's his ball. What does he do with it? Does he pass it back? Does he pass it to a Blackpool player? No. He just passes it straight to a Nottingham Forest player who then hoofs it down the left-hand side. You go down, you get out, and you score. All from our attack. more or less, not quite as bad as Tyrese John Gilles, but it was our mistake that gave you the ball. So so I was a bit disappointed.
You did say that, Lee. To be fair to you, and I found it quite fascinating. You said that in your vlog when I was watching it when it came out, whenever it was, a week ago. I can't remember when we played you. But you were talking about how you felt that every time Forest went forward, they had options in terms of extra players coming over.
Oh, it was awful. It was honestly, I was like a gibbering wreck on that thing because I thought they're going to score. You're going to score. Here they go. It's coming, goal coming, and then we pull off wonders. They're straight to the front.
Hey, Crypto, you're gonna give him OCD. You're gonna give him OCD, mate. Don't.
Yeah, I like this. Chris Lee reading the scores out. Sky decided the Reds 2, Blues 1, the Stripies 1, the Greens 0. Exactly. Well, I'll be reading off a sheet, but that's actually how it is in my, the green stripy or whatever. I couldn't tell you any of the players. I just noticed that, just how you play, really, and I thought you were playing really, really well. There wasn't anybody that really kind of stood out to me. I thought, oh, he's a world-class player. I just thought the movement off the ball, there was always somebody free in space, and you just look threatening. You look deadly threatening to me. It may not be for you. You'll watch it thinking, oh, bloody hell again. You're probably moaning from your end, but from our end, I was like, I was nervous. I've got to admit, and yeah.
I just careful. You're starting to sound analytical there. Careful, mate. You don't want to make a bit of it. You don't want to make it.
I think I might get Jeff Stelling. Well, I might get Chris Kamara's job. Wouldn't I be all right doing his? Wouldn't I at the match? Wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, he's retired now. Is he still doing it? Unbelievable, Jeff. I think he retired, didn't he? Oh, didn't he get? He's ill. I think last I heard of him.
No.
Quite sick. I don't know. All right. Let's move on. So that was our football analysis done, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no,
really, we don't go into much depth. It's just simple. I think Forest are going to win. Really, in my head says you'll win. My heart says that it's going to be a miracle, and we're going to do you again 4-1 like we did last season. I wasn't going to mention that. That was on my thing. Don't mention 4-1. Don't mention 4-1.
You can't mention that until after tomorrow, because I'll be honest with you, right? As much as I love you, Lee, your team's starting to piss me off.
I know. I like you.
Yeah, it was
annoying
team
you can't beat. It's like, God's sake, bloody Blackpool.
It was cute last year. It was cute last year that you did it. Yeah. Even I was like, okay, fair play. Blackpool were the better team. They stuffed us. Yeah. Obviously, I won't forgive 2010, but like this year, it's kind of annoying. You're just getting in the way. We've got bigger fish to fry. And we just need to move on from this game so that we can start playing the proper teams.
We're just here to just mess your season up, aren't we? You're all going on a holiday. You're all the team are out going to sun themselves and have a great holiday, and then bloody Blackpool go on bloody draw you 2-2. They've all had to cancel that. Now you're coming on a bloody plane to the frozen north of England. They love us. Yeah. He is Cat's son, isn't he? Tyrese John Gilles. Yeah. Hey, maybe it just didn't work for him at Blackpool, but he was poor, man. He was poor. Blackpool are being a proper pain.
How are you keeping up with this chat, mate? Honestly, your eyes are moving better than mine. Yes, it's on BBC. People are asking about the Bristol game. I got it on in the background. We'll keep.
We're on ITV, aren't we? We never win on TV either, so that's another good thing.
What cat are you talking about? I was like Crypto.
Cat, no, it's Cat from Red Dwarf.
Oh, Red Dwarf is before my time. That's one of the pencil-looking guy, isn't it? And
one of them was called Cat, wasn't he? Kind of like a cat sort of thing.
The one and he had some teeth.
Yeah. Well, it's his son, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but Cat Stevens.
Well, looks like you're gonna have Bristol. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad.
I'll take Bristol. I don't mind West Ham because then. Oh, you didn't see Jace. You saw his slimmer down version brother on Beat the Drop last week, which was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because Jace is a big lad, right? He looks a lot like Marinakis. It's like the proper looks like Marinakis. And I was just cracking up at the chat's reaction. I reckon for a second, a few of them
I
thought
could be his
like,
uncle. Peter Donnelly saying he thinks Donny John Jules is Tyrese his uncle. That's a Blackpool fan, so he probably knows more than I. But there was some connection to Red Dwarf. Cat Dealey.
Cat Dealey when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Cat Dealey on what was that show on ITV, the kids show? Chat, someone will remember. Someone else who's 22 will remember. Shut up, Nikki.
Yeah, I love Tiswas. Tiswas was
not old enough for Red Dwarf, but no, it was. She did it with Ant and Dec. But you're too old for this one, definitely. She did a show on ITV for a kids show. What was it called, chat? Someone wanna. That was it. SMTV. Good show.
I have seen it.
What were you doing watching that? You'd have been about 40 at the time.
Oh, tomorrow I'm going to watch it.
Just watching Cat Dealey, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Challenge Annika. That was good.
Yeah, Challenge Annika was ace, actually. Yeah, that was a really good show.
Finally, that she was using a helicopter and her carbon footprint on that show, weren't they?
Because we didn't have all that bollocks then, did we? It's all this bloody bollocks that become. Anyway.
Right. Let's move on. So tomorrow,
Takeshi's Castle.
Oh man, Takeshi's Castle was one of the best shows I ever saw. Ever.
Bring it back on.
No. What I mean is when you see it for the first time, you're like, "What the fuck is this? This is actually good." It's like so weird. It was good, man. It was like, and that was it.
No, it was just mental, wasn't it? It's like all the just. It's hard to believe it's actually a thing, isn't it? But then, since then we've gone to this Squid Games thing that you probably all, I know that's only like a show, but a series of programs are not actually real, where they're killing people. But you know what I mean? It was just like Takeshi's Castle taken to the the nth degree, wasn't it?
Yeah. Have you seen Squid Games, the TV show of the show?
Tell you what. Do you reckon we'll be underwater in 5 years?
Read it in the chat and listen to my questions.
Underwater in 5 years.
Oh my god, Melinda. Yeah, Melinda. What was that one she was on? They said it was on Channel 5. It had Dirty Dan on it from EastEnders.
I'm not really comparing it to Takeshi's Castle, but it was those like Japanesey sort of game things that we'd never seen anything like that before, had we? It just was like mad. It's totally mad.
Chat, what was that show called? Linda Messenger. Oh my god, Krypton Factor was so good. It was so. I would love to have done that challenge course at the end. Do you remember it? Krypton Factor.
Oh yes, of course, the Krypton Factor. Yeah.
Where they did that challenge thing, and then you also had those idiots on the puzzles who just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Francis, Fort Boyard. That was it.
Fort Boyard.
Yeah, that was good. Ian saying, all my love to the fans family who unfortunately passed away going to watch his football club last Saturday. Heartbreaking. Yeah, that was.
Oh, the Bolton guy,
wasn't it? It's horrible, man.
It's sad. I mean, we had that when we played Fulham. A fan, they had to stop the game, and he sadly died later. And then his daughter's become very linked in with Blackpool because we brought her up to Blackpool and all sorts of stuff. And we're kind of like a second family. It kind of brought the clubs together, to be honest. It kind of in an odd way. And I have an interview with her on my channel actually, where she talks about her dad and just what a normal day it was, and how he used to share his Twix with his sister and everything, and all that was there. And he just had a heart attack. And
you're shameless. That's a little opportunistic, isn't it?
Say again?
You're shameless. That's a little opportunistic, isn't it?
What is?
Getting her on your channel and stuff. I'm just going to.
No, we met her. She came up to Blackpool. She wanted to tell us all about a dad, and it is a really lovely story, and it just kind of shows you that we all play these different teams, and Fulham, and you kind of, and you hate them, and there's the hatred thing. But at the end of the day, we're all just the same. We all just go through the same shit. With football, really. We all sort of dream, and there's things, and it's you've dreamt of going into the Premier League, and even now it's not as kind of you're already talking about it being corrupt and stuff. It is when you get in it. It's not kind of what you thought it was going to be like, and they don't even really want you in there, do they? They don't.
Scared of
They
us.
just want.
Scared
They
of
want.
us.
They want 6 of them, don't they? That's it. They don't.
Exactly. Go in there and break away to their stupid Super League. Then the football will be better without them. And then
Yeah, I'm sure it would be better without them.
Yeah.
To be honest, they're just.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there is just like ridiculous amounts of money in it now. It's gone like really expensive, hasn't it? For how much are the tickets now at Forest? Have you still managed to keep them?
50 quid, man. 50
How much?
quid. 50
£50 to go and watch Forest.
Yeah. I mean, you are watching world-class entertaining football. I do get that. But 50 quid, man. It's becoming unaffordable.
That's just for one ticket, isn't it? So if you've got like a family of 4.
Yeah. But the thing is, like one of my boys supports Arsenal. When I take him to Arsenal, it's 70 quid, mate. 70 quid. It's like ridiculously expensive. The game's gone stupid, man.
You go into games now, aren't you? And the only people, they've got these like, tourists now, basically, aren't you? The only ones that can afford to go to these games. They're pricing it out of the normal man. And I'll tell you what, if you go and watch a non-league game, I tell you, it's a better experience, if I'm being honest.
No, but it's still expensive, right? I remember when Forest were in League One, it was costing me 26 quid on the door to get in. Yeah. I remember, I think it was against Grimsby once. I was like, fucking Grimsby, and I'm paying 26 quid.
But then watch a non-league game, and it's a tenner, and you can have a beer, and you can take your dog with you, and it has that. When you go to like a non-league ground, it's not a stadium, is it? It's just like it's got some floodlights and everything, but all around you is like either trees or dark. It's all like dark. It's a totally different. It's kind of, I don't know. It kind of takes you back to being a kid. When you used to play with your mates on the park in the dark. When they were like, you were still playing in the dark. You could hardly see the ball and stuff. But I know you can see the ball, but it's like all around you. There's no stadiums. There's no stadium lights. And it's kind of really cool. I kind of liked it. And if you go as a vlogger, honestly, if you go, if you've got a YouTube channel, they're like, oh, do you want to speak to the kit man? And there's a woman here that does the shops, and there's the pie lady here, and we'll get the manager out here, and he'll have a chat with you. It's just amazing. It's, you're treated like, you're treated like they want you to be there. You know what I mean? Whereas I find now with football, it's almost as if you're just a pain in the ass.
You are, though.
Clubs. They just want the corporate stuff, don't they? And the corporate money. And
but it's even like every now and again we get given tickets for the Peterborough match, for the Peterborough grounds for my under-13s team. So I have to take them to that, because they always do that community stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
And I still find it weird that it's got a non-seating area, which I like. I prefer the standing up. I would love it to go back. I know there's clubs introducing safe standing and all that, but it's so much better. I remember like back in the day when I had the season ticket of Forest, right? I had these 2 old men behind me, and every time Forest would go on the attack, your natural thing is to like, you always half get up for your seat.
Yeah, of course.
You're up there a little, and then as it gets closer, you get higher and higher. This bastard, man, he stood behind me. Like, oh, you fucking sit down, grab me by the shoulders, right? I can't fucking see. And I was just like,
Jesus, man, that's.
I turned around, ready to hit him. Saw he was like Ant's age, and I was like, I can't hit him, and I can't shout back at him. So I had to sit down. He ruined that rest of that game. It's like I want to jump up. It's just I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just a natural reaction to jump up and get excited.
Just go and honestly, I say to everybody, just go and take a little non-league game in and just see. You will fall in love with it. Really, it is really good. And they have like penny sweet bags, like bags of penny sweets and stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just a total different thing.
If you can get a ticket, Mark. If you can get a ticket. Wow. I had to go. I went away undercover twice last year to Arsenal, Man City, but in the home end. Fucking expensive. Actually, to be fair, Man City was actually not too expensive. But then again, like it's an empty stadium, isn't it? Easy to get tickets. So easy to get tickets. But then you had the best bit of that game for me was we hadn't even kicked off, and the Glorious Forest Away fans just start singing the European song. It annoyed them all around me. Oh, it didn't take them long, you know. Oh, we weren't expecting them to pull champions of Europe out early, were we? And they got so annoyed with it, and I'm there just giggling away to myself. Man. It's quite an interesting experience, like listening to the reaction of the other fans undercover as they react to the songs of our fans.
Sure,
quite a weird experience. I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it.
DJ Tone UK says donkey meat pies and piss froth pints tomorrow. Where did you get all that from, DJ Tone? God's sake, honestly.
Someone asked earlier. Someone asked earlier.
Like donkey pie. Someone says, am I becoming a red? Why would I
be becoming a red? Of course he is. He's a secret red.
I'm playing against you.
No, once
the reason I'm here. They're not interested in me after this. I tell you, I'm like down. You know, we're down in League One now. We're not even. You know, we're not even in the same league. No, I'm not becoming a red.
Is she alright, or is that just a "I hope you're well" kind of well?
Rent free in my head. No, they don't.
Huh?
It could be off. Why would it be off?
Right? Lee,
say again.
Is Jane all right, or is Ian just saying?
Jane is fine. Well. Yes, she's fine. She's fine. Okay. She doesn't. Right, cool. She doesn't come on these things with me. This is my thing now. We used to do it together, but she's out the swing of it all. But I couldn't get her on it. Really, it would have been quite good, wouldn't it, with the two of us on?
We want to be together.
Yeah, we want to be
so fascinated by my chat. I can see your eyes reading every comment. Go on then. What comment do you want me to bring up? Seeing that you're there staring at the comments. Let's get the chat involved in this. What's caught your eye?
Yeah, there's some good things. Mark, what was he? Well, Wolf says Forest Fan TV game could be off. Have you sent a WhatsApp pick of Blackpool at the moment? It's been raining all day, so there's no snow here, so you're all right. It won't be off.
Weather report here, Mark.
Dan W saying there's a donkey meat van outside the stadium. That is a total fabrication, not true. Moody says it's snowing. I don't know if it is snowing at the moment. It wasn't. Chocolate says I've joined late. Hasley talked about sandwiches, ham and cheese for me. We haven't talked about sandwiches, have we?
We haven't. What's your favorite?
That's somebody complaining. Oh, there's somebody was complaining. We're talking about anything really, to be honest. Unless it's about football. There's nothing to talk about really. We've done it all. Forest are coming.
You're in agreement
playing Bristol City, Bristol Rovers, according to Wolfie. He doesn't even know who you're playing.
You know what? It's BBC's fault, right? They got BRC as the short thing.
Now this is a subject for discussion. These 3 letters that they put up now for your team.
Yeah.
They are. What's it all about? I mean, half the time it just doesn't make any sense as to who the team is.
BRC. I thought my first thought was Bristol Rovers.
Is that what it says? BRC.
Yeah, BRC.
Well, the C does like give you the indication it could be Bristol City, but it's still like.
No, I jumped from B going Bristol, R to Rovers, and then C. I was like club.
Yeah, Bristol Rovers.
Of my eye. It's just in the corner of my eye, right?
But it is really weird. It's kind of. I would
have just had it as BRI, just the first 3 letters.
Blackpool's 3 letters are shit, according to Crypto Rider. God, he's got it in for us, hasn't he, today? Blackpool's 3 letters are shit. How long has he been angry about the playoffs? He must be festering for 10 years, 14 years, and festering about it now.
I won't put Bristol Rovers as BRI. I just put both as BRI. It's confusing, man. You're trying to decide.
Honestly, I can't think who we were playing the other night, and I was like, where are they getting that? What? The letters don't make any sense to bacon, radish, and cheese.
Oh my God. Chuck has started them off on their sandwiches. Go on then. What is your favorite
beef
sandwich?
Spread with salt and vinegar crisps. I must admit, I do like a prawn mayo. I do like a prawn mayo.
So boring.
Cheese and pickle. Potted beef.
You know, I've got a weird favorite sandwich.
Chicken bacon mayo.
Nah, I've got the weirdest favorite sandwich. It has 3 technically, because I always have to have some chili sauce in my sandwiches, right?
Right.
Can you guess my 2 favorite items in a sandwich that makes the sandwich the best sandwich in the world?
Some sort of like spicy meaty thing, I suppose.
No meat. I'll make it easy for it. No meat in it.
All right, okay. Cheese, but no meat.
No meat.
No meat. Fish. We'll have fish with cheese.
No. Yeah, I don't like fish and cheese. It's not a good combo.
No, it's not. Cheese and chili sauce.
A little bit of chili
and
sauce.
No meat. Not a meat.
No meat. It's not crisps, crypto. Freaking, I ain't freaking in the hood anymore, man.
Candy floss. I tell you, if you come to Blackpool, have a candy floss. The seagulls will have it.
Marmite and chili sauce and cheese. That is like nah, no pickles. No pickles.
I was gonna say farmhouse pickles.
No, son. No.
Branson pickle. No.
All right, no one's got it. No one's got it. No one's guess it in the chat. Is it a fruit? It would I think it technically is a fruit.
Tomatoes.
No.
Cheese and tomato. That would have made
No,
sense.
it's not.
Technically a fruit. Cheese and apple. Cheese and banana. Cheese and cucumber, somebody's saying.
It's not cucumber.
Brie and mango chutney. It's go. You set it off now. Look at it. He wants to talk about football.
My God. You see what I mean? My chat's crazy, man. They're just crazy.
It's gone mad now. I mean, talking about football, it was dead, basically, wasn't it?
Yorkshire pudding stuff and no. Who's chat? Be serious. Who puts a banana as a banana in their sandwich?
Avocado. Cheese and avocado.
Oh, my dad loves avocado.
Olives.
Oh, no, thanks.
Pineapple.
Cheese and pineapple. You lot have got some weird combos. Would you lot eat these sandwiches that you're chucking in there? Cheese and jelly. No lemon. All right, none of you are getting it. Olives. Cheese and olives. A little bit of chilies. Oh, man. If you haven't done it, trust me, it is the best sandwich. But it's got to be proper olives, not the plasticky, crappy ones you get from Tesco. You know, there's like meaty style olive ones. I forgot what they're called. Something or other. Oh, it's the best sandwich, man. It's the best sandwich. I'm not putting... Why are they all saying banana? Now, obviously, Dan, I'll take the stone out, Dan. Come on, Dan. I'm not that stupid. Although I did break a tooth on. You don't like olives. Who likes olives?
I like olives.
You're an olive fan. You're an olive fan.
Yeah, I like olives. Yeah, nice.
You're a sophisticated kind of guy. I can see that. You'd like olives.
Olives are nice.
Yeah, but I don't like green olives. I like the black olives.
Yeah, any. Don't matter. Any. So cheese and olives, is that what it is? Is that what we're saying, cheese and olives? Is that the answer? Or are we still trying to...
What? Yeah, it is. What a sandwich. What a sandwich. How can these lot not like olives? Seriously, they're weird.
I think it's something
like it would have been olives with you being so salty. I do like salty food. I don't like sweet food. I like salty food.
Dripping sandwiches.
What?
Dripping, is it? Dripping.
All right, do you like
lard on bread?
All right, you're getting too distracted by the comments, mate. You gotta learn to have one eye on me, one eye on the comments, right? Yeah, I know they're crazy.
It's hard to not watch. It's hard to kind of watch. This is why we pay our subs.
Right, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, right? Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Ooh, well, not a fan, really. I can have it, you know what I mean? It's I would eat it, but it's not my main thing.
But why is it so taboo to have pineapple on? I love pineapple.
I don't think it's taboo. I just
it is, mate. It is. People look at you weird.
If you
I've been in like Pizza Hut, or should I say a posh Italian restaurant where I've ordered pizza, and I was like, could I get pineapple and olives on there? And they're right. They kind of raise an eyebrow. Pineapple.
Yeah, that is an odd combination.
I need to check with the chef that we have pineapple. Oh, so it's on your fucking menu. Yeah.
Yes, it's in the extras list.
Yeah, wow. In the weirdo section. It's like, I don't get it. Why is it, chat, so weird to have pineapple on pizza?
I think it's okay, but it's not something that I would order, if you know what I mean. If there was, if I was at a party and there was some pizzas and the last slices had pineapple on, I'd eat them, you know what I mean, if I was hungry, but it's not.
How is that reportable? One of the best combos. I'll tell you what was quite fun. This is a true story, right? When I was working in Capital One in Nottingham, back in the day, right?
It's
I used to use
a training vest. It's not a
what?
polo neck. Somebody said I'm wearing a what is it? An olive coloured polo neck. It's not. It's a sports
Olive color. He's just got jaundice color
yellow.
today. His camera's shit. That's why. His camera's shit.
You're loving it, aren't you?
But anyway, I used to so when I used to work at Capital One, I used to do this like in shift from like 5 till 9, I think it was.
Right.
And then I used to meet my mates in town, right, back in Nottingham. But I'd always be hungry. And I'd be like, let's meet at Pizza. Because I love pizza's my favorite food, man. It's quick, it's easy to do. So meet at Pizza Hut in the corner house. And they just brought out these 16-inch New Yorkers. And I was like, they're not big. And I had one of my mates was like, you can eat the whole thing. And I was like, yeah, I can. And he's like, I bet you I can eat one before you can finish one. Wow. I was like, mate, you don't want to mess with me with pizza. Back then I was like Slim Jim, chiseled, 6-pack, all the things people never thought I could eat. It's kind of caught up with me now, right?
Yeah.
And so we sat down. I reckon he was like wolfing through his pizza, man. I'm like, why are you going so fast? I go, oh, I'm gonna win. Anyway, I was like, ate my pizza, enjoyed my meal, after my hard day's work at Capital One. And then I was looking at him and he was wavering, man. And I was like, I finished mine. I look at him, he's got like 4 slices left. I was like, do you want me to finish that for you? He's like, you can't finish that as well.
Wow, where do you pack it away then? All legs.
Yeah. It caught up, man. It caught up. There's a bit of Pizza Hut here now and the bingo wings or what have you.
Nothing that a gym and a bit of training can't get rid of.
Yeah. How do I get my chat to come on screen, says Connor. There you go, Connor. It worked. But I did have pineapple on that pizza.
You have to say something interesting, isn't it?
Huh?
I suppose that's a way of getting it on, isn't it?
Yeah, you got the trick is kind of say something controversial.
Yeah, say something
piss out of me or Lee, and then that usually works.
Yeah,
that usually works. All right, so we've done food. We're doing this half watch along. Bristol City is still, or Rovers, depending on what the BRC stands for. Still 1-0 up, Lee.
I love the way it's called a match preview. Match preview.
Look at this, man. Look, why, Emma? Why? I'm sorry. I want to know because I've so many people say you cannot have pineapple on the pizza, and I'm like, fine. Why not? Why not? Tell me why not. All right, they want predictions.
I've got something more controversial than that, to be honest, and it really will. It really will start off major arguments. That's what Jane likes.
Oh, Jane. Yeah.
Jane, who's not here at the moment, so
she can't defend herself. Then
she likes. Are you ready? Gravy on fish, on the fish and chips. Gravy on the fish, not the chips. She can put it on the chips as well, but she puts the gravy on the fish. Oh my God. I'm just like,
why?
I don't know. She says it tastes fantastic. It's lush. But that is honestly, if you think pineapple on pizza is a hashtag, just wait till somebody sees gravy on fish, man. I tell you, it's God.
Double O is right, isn't he, Lee? He's right. Double O says Jane obviously has dubious taste.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
But a meaty fish, says Dan. You've set them all off now. What is it with this chat? It's like catnip. Any words are just catnip to them, man.
Right. It's weird. Lee, genuine question. Why do you think our atmosphere has died down the last few weeks? Do you think it's the football we're playing? I think God, it's kind of a long answer, really, but a lot of this is
I'm grabbing a drink. So
social media has a lot to answer for all this sort of stuff. So basically, at Bloomfield Road last season, there was a lot of unhappiness about the choice of manager, Michael Appleton being taken on as a manager that had already been come to the club and left and then came back, and fans weren't happy. And it's the same sort of thing this season again. There's a lot of people will never forgive Critchley for leaving and going to Villa with Gerrard. So there's this sort of disharmony within the fans. There's a lot of people are kind of not some people are not even going because it's Critchley, and there's just this sort of divide in the fans. And when Blackpool fans are divided as we are, we're not together, and that's the problem at the moment. We are not together as a fan base. We're not all behind Critch, and the football has been, you know, really, you would say it's been fantastic at home. So really, it's been enjoyable at home. Winning is enjoyable. But I was reading loads of comments in the forums after we won on Saturday, and we won so easily on Saturday. It was just a walk in the park, but there were so many complaints that we didn't finish them off, we didn't score enough goals, we didn't do this, and there's just this general moaning that I don't know, we should be playing better than we are. But for me, I'll take a win all day long. So that is your answer, really, as to why the atmosphere's gone down. Fans are not enjoying this type of football where we pass it around the back all the time, and it's all slow build-ups, and it doesn't get the fans going, I suppose. It's not exciting like when Holloway was here and we were, attack. I think this is what everybody wants to see. Chrissy doesn't play that way. I don't know. It's not a great atmosphere at the moment. Who the fuck is Critch? That's Neil Critchley. I was talking to a Blackpool fan there, by the way. Well, Wolfie left the show, so
I told you I was getting a drink.
Yeah, somebody's saying who the fuck is Critch? Who the fuck is Critch there? So Crypto, how else may cock a van?
All right, hold on. While you're breathing, let me get the super chat in from Smeka. Thank you so much for the 200 yen. Hand your watch along over to Ez and get up to Blackpool. I have not been to Blackpool since we left there, when I used to live there, when my brother was born there. I haven't gone back to that. It's I'm gonna offend Lee. It's a bit of a shithole, guys. And that was back.
Blackpool's a shithole. I want to go home. It's not a shithole. It's not so good in winter. I've got to admit. If you come into this one, there's no Pleasure Beach.
I live there, mate. I know what it's like. I actually lived in Kirkham, but we used to go to Blackpool. Kirkham was a dump, man. Kirkham was an absolute dump. Is it still a dump?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Blackpool's got, so many iconic things, but the trouble with Blackpool, and I could go, we're going to do a whole show on me about Blackpool, but Blackpool was built by the Victorians, who were very visionary in what they did. So they built the Blackpool Tower, they built the piers, they built the Golden Mile, they built the Pleasure Beach, they built open air swimming baths, theatres, unbelievable. But since those Victorians in like the 1900s, it's all then been kind of run by local councils and all that sort of stuff, and they're just but no vision. There is a little, there's a little bit, there's a few things going on, but I mean, the building, the trams, right, are now going to go from the promenade up to North Station. Yeah, they're making a little diversion now, and it's they've been at it 6 years now, and it's going to bring the trams off the promenade. They're going to come up to the North Station, and then back. And this is costing, I don't know, if they'd have just built a Vegas zip wire, if they'd have built a Vegas zip wire from like the tower down to the Pleasure Beach, they'd be like zooming on the front for about 3 million. Had it up like 5 years, it'd be bloody millions here, and that was. If we built a concert arena and we had blooming Lady Gaga this week, the things that we're building, trams up Talbot Road, I mean, it's not going to do anything. Nottingham tram company lost 57 million. That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's attractions is what you want, isn't it? It's things that make you want to go there. Comes to Nottingham, it's bloody more. There's more attraction in Nottingham than we have in bloody Blackpool, but Blackpool still is.
All right, but when Lee, listen, Lee. When someone asks a question that you actually want to know the answer to, but you never knew you wanted to know the answer to the question until it's been asked. I want to know the answer to this question. Why is it called Blackpool? I've never wanted to know the answer before, but now I really want to know. Do you know the answer?
No. It's something to
Oh,
do with something when was there a black? Obviously, it was when was it actually? When did they start building Blackpool? Because originally the sea used to come in towards the Oxford. It used to come in a lot farther, and then they built rafts and stuff. And I think there was some sort of pool. Maybe it was why it's called Blackpool. I don't really know the real reason to why it's called Blackpool.
Sounds a little racist, if I'm being honest. Chat, does anyone know why it's called Blackpool? Does anyone know why it's called Blackpool?
Should I Google? Should I Google it for you?
Nah, the chat. Well, they'll do it for us, mate. That's you know, we YouTubers, mate.
I love that when somebody asks you a really dumb question. You say like, no, should I Google it?
We have a chat. I agree. I reckon there's a racist undertone to it, Jack. I do agree. But let me ask you this question while the chat do that, right?
Because you get Blackpool there, says Chock-a-Block.
Anyway,
maybe from you, Chock-a-Block, but not from.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Lee. This is a Forest question I want to ask you, right?
Okay, go on.
Is Felipe the best looking footballer in world football?
Yes.
You don't even know who it is, do you?
Haven't got a clue. Who is he?
Look, I've come prepared. That's Felipe.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Chat, is Felipe still the best looking footballer in world football?
Yeah, it's pretty good looking, isn't he?
He
could be like a movie star, like an action sort of character,
yeah.
you know, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Could be in Marvel, couldn't he?
The girls all pipe up now. Even the blokes are piping up, man.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is?
What's his girlfriend like? But she's tasty, isn't she?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. If she stood next to him, I couldn't draw my eyes away from him. And yeah, the problem is.
Well, there we are. I've Googled it for you. It's already there. Look there. Pretty much. Paul T's also Googled it. It's got the same answer as me. A historic drainage channel running over a peat bog which discharged discoloured water into the Irish Sea gave Blackpool its name. There you go. So it's a
pile of shit came out of Blackpool and went into the sea.
Well, it still kind of did until about 25 years ago. Didn't it? Just pumped it all out into the sea, didn't they? In fact, we've got clean white flags now on our beaches, but yeah, the sewage pipe used to go out and it used to come back. Do I know when the East has been built?
Let me ask you though, right? I'm back on Felipe because let's just bring him up. Look how beautiful he is, yeah. The problem that I have and the dilemma I've got, mate, is he had a haircut.
Oh, well, he's got rid of the man bun.
Yeah, he got rid of the man bun. Let me just show you what he looks like now. And chat, this is a serious question. With man bun or without man bun?
So yeah, so Blackpool's a shitter.
What do you say, Lee?
Yeah,
which one?
It's still pretty good looking though, isn't he?
Yeah, but which one though?
Well, yeah, I mean that's a better photograph in many ways, isn't it? But yeah, no, he's he's a lucky lad, isn't he? He's a lucky lad. Some people are born like that. Some others have got, voice for radio, and that's about it.
Better with the haircut, says Emma. The problem is, right? Again, just talking about him. He cut his hair and he lost his powers. He was the best centre back in the world. Then he cut his hair and he just got injured. He's been injured ever since.
Why don't they learn from these things? These things?
Oh my God, there's so many saying with or without. Do you know what? I think we need a poll on this. And the girls in the chat, you can only vote once.
I can admire a good-looking man. I'm not that blooming. I'm okay with myself.
I'd do you, Lee. I wouldn't say that.
You too, Right. Well, I think we've exhausted I don't think there's anything else I can talk about, really. There'll be everybody that unsubscribed from my channel after watching this. He knows bugger all about football and they're playing stripes and reds and blues.
Well, no,
I'm too old for Felipe.
No, this is an important question. I'm sorry. We've actually never done this poll ever. We do every poll on the channel, right? But Felipe with or without, oh my God. It's
irreverent or irrelevant
at the moment. 68% are saying with, 32 are saying without, 70-30 now. This is getting intense.
Let's do the score predictions and then we're done. So I'm going for Blackpool 3, Forest 1. There we are. Put me head on the block.
You not got that the wrong way around.
We're going to win. It doesn't. Doesn't matter. I'm just lulling you all into false sense of security. We're going to win tomorrow. It's a thing. Who are we playing next? Bristol City or Bristol Rovers? Who have we got in the next round? we're playing Bristol Rovers on Saturday, so maybe that's a sign. That was a sign. Bristol Rovers on Saturday, so that is a sign that we're going to be playing Bristol City. Yeah, that's it. 2-0 Forest.
All right, chat, get your predictions.
69-0.
And a lot on the East channel as well. Get your predictions and we'll bring them up.
2, Forest 3.
I said 9-0 at half time, didn't I? For the first leg.
Yeah, you were totally wrong. 3-0 Forest.
Yeah, I was a little wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I've come off my my Premier League.
You were mean bagging. You were mean bagging, weren't you? Really?
I was, I was just tickling your belly a little, just to see if I could get a reaction. I'm gonna say 7-0.
7.
I'm being more humble this time. 7-0.
8-0. 4-0. Right. Okay. Right. We shall see. Thanks a lot for having me on. Thanks a lot for everybody, for all those that slag Blackpool off, slag me off. It's been fun. It's been great.
It's been fun. I guess we'll wrap it up. How have we gone for an hour and 10 minutes? What the? We talked about nothing.
Talked about absolutely. They're all still here.
They're all still here.
Only when somebody says, "How can you have talked about nothing for an hour and 10 minutes?" You're like, "You've been watching it for an hour and 10 minutes." But you've all been in the chat. That's the whole point. The whole point. There couldn't be a show without you guys, and that's it. You know, I'll thank you because Wolfie won't, but it's all down to you. There wouldn't be a show, would there, Wolfie, without the comments and the people saying stuff.
Leanne comes on the show, believe it or not, as much as he is a motor mouth. The only reason he comes on is to read the comments. It's true, isn't it? It's true.
Well, you get more comments than I do. I don't have anything like this on mine. It's not going as fast on mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day we won't be able to next time I come on, Wolfie, next time I play Forest, which will be in 10 years, it'll be going so fast I won't even be able to read it then. And that's.
Oh God, I hope so. It distracts you. Yeah, and I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed. We're over 16,000 now, but more importantly, you guys need to all be subscribed to Lee's channel.
All 16,000 of you, for God's sake, come over and join me over here. I'm gonna start. I'm doing more live streaming. I've been checking out a few things. I've tried out. I don't want to go back to StreamYard because they annoy me because it's 720p. I don't know if you pay the extra for the 1080.
No, it's 1820. It's 1080, mate.
For what price? It still says it's for 20 quid. It's still 720.
I can hook you up.
$40 or something. Is it for bleed?
I can hook you up for a good price. Don't worry about that, mate. Don't worry.
Well, I've been looking at this EV Mux, which is on the free version.
No. We use EV Mux. It's brilliant. You can do like next level graphics, but if you want to bring guests on, they have huge problems connecting.
Oh, do
huge problems. So
I've had a look at Ecamm Live, but they annoy me because they are you can't for their you can get rid of the branding of Ecamm Live, which is like an Apple, works mainly with Apple, but for the $20 you can't bring guests in.
Yeah, but this is true. Nikki's saying you spent like 6 kajillion quid on your lenses and thingies, and you don't want to spend 20 quid on a freaking camera on StreamYard.
That's right.
Stop being a
I can't afford it. I spent it all. On cameras. I don't have any money left.
But anyway, I just look. Wait. This is more important, right? How many subscribers are you on now?
No, not
exactly.
It's getting your todger out. This, isn't it? That's what it is. You just posturing. How many have I got? I've not got enough.
No, because like chat in the title,
right? I've got
there's a bit that says at Lee Charles TV. I want to see how many of you are gonna go and subscribe now. So when I send 7.66, right?
7663.
This
is not bad for little Blackpool. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have 17,000 if you were just bloody doing Blackpool, would you? At least you did a Premier League club. You know, you come down to League One and try and get 17,000 subscribers.
I always say to Lee,
bloody no chance.
I always say to Lee that if
you think there'll be, Connor, for God's sake, put him on. He's begging. Look, that's he begging.
Me,
Lee, I beg you, answer me. Do you think there will be a good attendance tomorrow? Yes. Right. Yes, I think there will be.
Okay, there's Lee's link, right? And I expect you lot to show him some love, right? We'll show him our forest hospitality. I know loads of you are subscribed as it is. Let me just pin that to the chat. There's no excuses. You just press that button, boom, it's done. While you're doing that, let me give you the poll results, right?
Okay.
Felipe, 65% prefer him with a bun. 36% prefer him without. The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken. All right, they're saying they've subbed. Once you've subbed, let me know in the chat and I'll bring it up. Because we can check. Lee, is this true? Is the number going up? Check your live count.
Connor is here again. Connor Roy, another question. Let me answering. He's obviously going there. Lee, do you know when the East is being built? No. Okay, moving on. Right. Yes, they're going up. They're going up. Oh my God, they are going up.
There you go. There you go.
7673.
There we go.
That's 10 people. That's like a month to me. That's like a month in 1 nanosecond. God, I need to come on here every day. You don't want to basically just come on here, talk. I can talk shit with Wolfie every day. We can talk about anything.
We should do like a monthly stream and call it chatting shit with Lee.
It's going mental, Wolfie. Mental. It's going what? Yeah, but they'll all subscribe now. Then they'll unsubscribe.
Oh yeah. Once you've gained some. You can unsubscribe. Once you beat, that's fine, right?
Do it while we're on here, make it look good. And then but listen, this is the most important thing. It's not all about subscribing. It's not all about subscribing. It's about watching it. So if you don't want to, obviously watching me, it's painful. So you don't have to subscribe. You gotta be mental to watch my vlogs.
What I will say is after this video, go check out his vlog for the Forest Blackpool match from last week. It's like a movie. I really love. I'm not saying that because I'm blowing smoke up his ass, but for me, he's one of the best match day vloggers there is because he tells a story. Yeah. And that's what I really like. It's got kind of a nice flow to it. So make sure that you go and watch it. Go watch the second half of the Bristol Rovers match. But yeah,
what happened to me here?
It's brilliant.
What's happened to me here?
How many you got now?
I'm losing me here. That's really mean.
Oh God,
I have to do a Rooney soon.
Oh God, man, awesome. Lee does have Twitter as well.
I've got Twitter at Lee Charles TV. It is. I don't really know what I'm doing with Twitter, and I certainly have no idea what I'm doing with TikTok. And Instagram's difficult, I did, all this behind here, all the work. Look at all the work I've put in today to get all this done. It's taken me 3 hours to do that.
Let's shout out his. Honestly, he spent loads of time on that. Have a look at that. Show him the work you've done, Lee. Show him the work.
All this we got to wait until
I
nudge
the background.
Until I nudge Wolfie off the screen, which is the. It's not going to come up now. It's just doing that now. See, you can see. Look, let's have a look. It's not doing anything at the moment. It'll come around. Just hang on. Crypto Rider's going to troll me. Great. Okay. Look forward to that. Crypto Rider give me shit all bloody program.
Looking through the background.
What's going on? It's coming soon. The Blackpool thing's spinning around there. See, I've done all that, all this background thing. Anyway, I pick up third round. Then goes into me and Wolfie as AI cartoons in a Pixar style. Did all that today. Had to go through that. Here we are. Yeah, see, I'm coming in now. See, here I am. Look, as an AI character. Look, there I am. Look, see, it's me. That's what AI did for me. And then Wolfie will come in, and then where is he? Yeah, so you've done this at the right there. There's Wolfie. All right, Wolfie, come in. I've done all this today. I spent hours on this today getting all
better looking. Who's better looking?
Yeah,
oh wait, I need me back on the screen. How do I do that?
Yeah.
Shit. There we go.
All right, so there you go. And then you'll see as it goes on in this last bit, I do actually nudge Wolfie off the screen. So the work I put in on honestly, scores on the doors. Oh,
I've just shut up, right? I'm about to pick you up. Shut up. Honestly, I love having Lee on because he puts so much care and effort into his stream, into just the setup and things like that. He's as OCD as I am, right? And
so let's not go down the camera route because it'll be
no, we're banned from talking about that. We're banned from talking about that. But honestly, like just the little touches he does. That's why I put him on full screen. It's shut up, Emma. He doesn't have a better camera than me. I have the better camera. I just don't know how to use
let's
it.
get this straight. Wolfie has the better camera. He just didn't buy the right lens. So
don't say the L word.
I think we did this last time. Super chat him to get his Sigma 16mm 1.4, and he'll be better than me then.
Yeah, shout out to the super chat. Yeah, so I have the better camera. I have the better team. We have the better stadium. Yeah, but we just don't have the better settings. It was a bit like the match last week. We had the better team, the better players. We just didn't have the right settings. Hopefully, we sort them out for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all about the lens. He bought a camera body so he could have any lens he wanted, and then he went and bought the kit lens, which he could have got in the first place, but he should have just got. It's not a shit lens, and I could probably get it set up for him a lot better than he has it set up because he doesn't know what he's doing. But if he had a Sigma 16mm 1.4, it'd be a lot easier for him, and it looked great, looked better than mine. But anyway, that's it. I'm going. I'm not going to bore you all with blooming lens talk again. So yeah, thanks a lot for having me on. Thanks a lot for stuffing us tomorrow, Forrest. Really looking forward to a good, pants down. What is it? 7-0, 7-0, Wolfie.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm downscaling. No, I said 7, didn't I? 7.
And thank you very much to all those.
What? It's so confusing.
7,680. Oh my God, we're on to 7,680.
No.
I tell you what, if you're watching this after the thing and you want to watch, like, a professional vlogger, not Wolfie, you want to watch a professional vlogger, then subscribe to Lee Charles TV.
Right, chat.
We do some good stuff.
Everyone unsubscribe from Lee. He's just insulted me. We'll never have him back on again.
It's been a pleasure, Wolfie.
You too, as always.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you like and subscribe to both channels. We love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. On this channel, we got a video coming out in the morning. Mangala is on his way, apparently. And then we'll have the watch along for you in the evening. And then after that, you can go and check out Lee's vlog because he'll be doing it all night and getting it out ready for 5 p.m. on Thursday. Yeah.
Yes, it will be. Yes, I'll be up until the wee hours of the morning getting it all ready for you all to see me crying, because I'm sure you're going to want to see that. It's, to be honest with you, we're probably the same as you. We probably don't need the FA Cup, to be honest, because we want to get back into the Championship, and you kind of want to stay in the Premier League. So it's, for both clubs, it's not the most important thing at the moment. But a cup runs. The FA Cup's magical, isn't it? We all love the FA Cup, even if the football clubs don't.
I mean, I did see Lee doing a stream earlier saying, will Blackpool get promoted?
I was just testing out EV Mux. I couldn't think of anything else to do it on. All right, I have to start looking at some of your streams and see what you normally say, because you do. I know what you come up with every day. I don't even know what to talk about half the time. Anyway.
All right, we're done. This is the longest goodbye ever. We'll see you tomorrow. You Reds.